All right, welcome to the FeedBak podcast, everybody. My name is Back. This is episode 228. Thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Couple of announcements. Go back to the archive. I just had Morgan Lionwall on the show. I had Jimmy Clifford was on. A bunch of funny people. So make sure you go back, check it out. Leave us a review, comment. It really helps on iTunes. Share with your friends. Really funny ass people on this podcast. And second PSA, I got Hip Hop Bingo is coming back on Sunday, November 21st. It will be at the Native, as always. The tickets are not live yet, so make sure you follow. Actually, by the time this comes out, it will be live. So go to hiphopbingo.live for your tickets. We will be working with the Can't Even Comedy folks out of LA again. So and the theme of the Hip Hop Bingo will be Dirty South Edition. So what's the word? Study on your Southern hip hop knowledge, lyrics, all that good stuff. It's gonna be a good time. And without further ado, let me introduce my guest for this episode. I got the very funny, very, very funny Lando Shepard in the house. How you doing, man?
Yeah, that's just all the people just get real hype when I get on this motherfucker. All 9 of them. You know what I'm saying?
On the average, that's your audience. You can hear 9 motherfuckers clap because you actually
they all up front though. They all up front.
Yeah.
They don't be ordering drinks and shit. They just be right there.
And you can tell the one who's not clapping hard enough. Out of the 9, because you spot them out, it's like everybody's clapping. At this rate, this dude is just like slow clapping.
Wrong with you, though? You got something going on with you?
Yeah, like what? You think I'm not funny yet? I haven't said shit yet.
Your dog died today or something, bitch? What happened, man?
No, but
fucking hilarious, goddamn.
Thank you for coming, man. I really appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
No, of course. I've seen you many, many times. And I think I start with the compliments right up front, and then we're gonna shoot the shit.
All right,
some shit
man.
Gonna come out.
Gonna get it out the way, man.
Yeah, exactly. I think first time I saw it, I don't know if it was maybe FPIA, funniest person in Austin in 2018, maybe.
Oh man, I ate a bag of dicks that night.
Oh,
I was drunk.
Really? Couldn't tell.
Hell yeah, I was drunk, man. I was drunk that night. Was that 2019 or 2018? Yeah, I was drunk then. I got clean then. I got clean that same year, but I was drunk then. I was fucked up.
Did you move? Which year was it that you moved to the semifinal?
2019.
2019. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Well, that's the year I did it.
Yeah.
I did. I did. I went and did 17 open mics. And I was like,
you counted them. That's beautiful.
Yes, I did. I just started. I was like, I'm gonna do mics, and then I'm because I told you I was a judge 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
For 2017, 2018, and then I was like, you know
against the rules, man. You can't be a judge and then decide I can do this.
Yeah, well, I was like, I know, I know what the rules are. Doesn't mean I'll go. I mean, I was against some killers like Zach Brooks was there that year.
Yeah.
I forgot who else. Andrew Murphy was in the day out. I'm like, no, I knew I wasn't going to advance, but I was like, hey, you
beat yourself. You beat yourself before you even got on the stage.
Yeah,
man.
pretty much.
Damn.
But it was one of those, I've been meaning to do this for years because I'm a huge fan, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like set a goal kind of shit.
Yeah.
And like I'm gonna do
17 open mics.
17 open mics. The goal was not 17.
That's an odd ass number though.
I'm gonna do 17, not one more, not one less.
You know what I'm saying? They all 3 minutes, man. I want to do all 17 3-minute mics. So I can add a 17, I can give me a tight 5, man.
Pretty much. And I went there, and then I did all right. I think, but and then I saw you when I was going through that. I saw you at Cenote, or whatever the fuck it's pronounced. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
The mic there on Friday nights. And then COVID hit, and that was that one show at Venue ATX. That was like the first comedy show back. I think it was during the pandemic still, but didn't give a shit. Dude, you did better than the headliner.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man.
Yeah, I like the place, and that set was fire. So
that shit was dope, man.
Now we got the compliments out the way.
All right, appreciate it, man. That was real short. God damn.
We have an hour and a half.
Hope your dating life isn't like these interviews. Now you cute, you know what I'm saying? I like you.
But all right,
you know what I'm saying?
Real shit,
anyways, lady.
You got a crooked eye. This is weird, man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't coming back.
You got a lazy toe.
I can't. You're too ugly too. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with
9
that.
more of these tequila shots just to, you know what I'm saying?
No, but how's I know you in your material you talk about being a single dad and all that, which I am too.
Yeah.
So I relatable shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know. How many kids you got?
I have 2, man. I got a boy and a girl. Yeah, they both by the same chick.
That's good.
Which I thought was a plus, but I should have slipped up and had another one.
You should have spread it.
Yeah, I should have spread my dick
spread
around.
The wide,
yeah,
spread
man.
the chromosomes around.
Hell yeah, man. Cause that one is a headache, dog. That's a man, boy. I swear, man. I love black women. I do, man. I love black women, but I had to have children by the lousiest bitch this side of Mississippi. That's
what's wrong with her,
man? I mean, shit. We don't have enough time.
We do. That's fine. That's why they just shit on baby mamas. This is the shit on baby mama hour. This is what we
Nah,
do
man, but man, back in the days when you would hear certain things about baby daddies and dudes, ain't being shit. This is ain't shit bitch, man. I mean, straight up, man. You know
she ain't doing her part?
Nah, man. No birthdays, no back to schools, no none of that, man. I mean, I don't do Christmas or none of that other shit, so that really wasn't nothing major, but this hoe ain't come to no motherfucking recitals, no motherfucking plays, none of that
that's
shit.
why I got me a white girl.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
she
man.
She did the potty trainings and everything.
Our family does that. That's what you saying. I'm saying shit.
No, but
like, fuck your dad's going, I'm going. I gotta go in.
No, but it's the trip though, because I only got one.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah.
People are pushing him for. My dad's like, yo, you got to get your second one because it's gonna be a spoiled brat growing up because he get everything he wants.
What you say from Senegal? Yeah,
Senegal, West Africa. Yeah,
I need about 12 children.
Shit, just so one can survive is really what it is. That's what it is. Like in Senegal, we don't name our kids until a week after they're born.
Word.
Because you don't know if they're gonna make it or not.
Damn.
It's like that.
I thought that was so they can give them the right Islamic name. That's what I thought.
No, we recycle names. This is easy. Okay. That's the easy part. Like here, when we went through the list, like, hey, how we gonna name our boy? I'm like, he's gonna have an African name first of all, because I don't want no boy named Michael, Jason, David.
Yeah. But that's giving better chance, man. At the
job
interview, man, with the resume.
No, he has my name. Fuck that.
Okay.
I want him to go through the shit I did.
All right. That's
like,
bad parenting, but okay.
Nah, I'm all about shit. Actually, you know what? You should appreciate this because you gotta embrace how unique you are. If it's just another Michael Johnson, like, who gives a fuck? Like, you don't stand out. And I do believe that if you have a funky name, not a fucked up name, but a funky name, like or a funky spelling, at the very least. I mean, I don't know no other Lando.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So when people see that on paper, they're like, they have two reactions. Either I want to meet a motherfucking named Lando. I want to meet a motherfucking named back. Right? Or it's like, that's just too exotic for me. Fuck them. And you know exactly who's coming to who wants to deal with you.
Yeah.
So that's what I appreciate about just like, don't do the whole, oh yeah, we're going to Jason, David, Michael. There's enough of those.
Yeah.
Like
my daughter's name is Sepharia.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And it was named after all the shit that I went through.
Sepharia? How you spell that?
It's Safaria.
Like Safari with an A.
Yeah.
But it's pronounced Sepharia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it came from what you said?
From all the bullshit that I went through when my mama was pregnant with her. I was like, this.
You went to Africa and then?
Yeah, it was like lions, tigers, and bears around that motherfucker. That's what was going on. Shit. I was like, this shit is not. I mean, I called her mama. I was like, God damn, man, this bitch here, boy. I swear I'm this close to bashing your daughter head in, man. What the fuck is wrong with this bitch?
Is there a middle name?
Yeah, it's Antoinette.
Okay, see there you go. You don't meet a whole lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, she goes by Sepharia, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then your son?
This is a junior.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes it easy. Like in Africa, we recycle names. We don't make new ones.
Okay.
You would go, okay, you're gonna be named after your
I done met
cousin.
a lot of Muhammad's though. You know what I'm saying?
Muhammad is the number one name in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number one name in the world. There's more Muhammads than Michaels.
Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah, I done met
It's
a lot
easy.
of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. When I meet another Hamza, I'll be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the name I was given as well, Hamza. So when I get that name, I'm like, well, when I see that, I'm like, okay, because that was the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That was his uncle, and he was a fool. He was a lion hunter, and when he would show up, man, everybody would get scared. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet another Hamza, you like, okay, now do you have the characteristics of a Hamza? Now either you gonna be a drunk fool, or you gonna be a very disciplined individual. And I've
You're supposed to be one?
Yeah, I played both parts in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, shit.
I don't know any Hamza. Now that I think about it, I know Muhammad's. I know a bunch of Muhammads.
Yeah, but Hamza.
No, Hamza not.
Yeah.
I know
because it's a stigma. Like I said, you got a stigma that comes along with that.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a straight. It's a very strong. It has different meanings as well, but that's was, like I said, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That was his uncle, and when he embraced Islam, everybody was like, "Oh shit!" Now he got his uncle on his team, because a lot of people was like, "All right, man, we just, you know, he's just a crazy man. We not paying him no attention." But when that happened, it was like, "Oh man," because they know that Hamza was a fighter. He's a warrior. So it was like, oh man, now they have somebody to fight back.
So you gonna come up with a story around Safaria, just to like have some kind of myth or some kind of lore around it?
Well, it's just basically what I said, man. It was just the shit that I went through with her mama while she was pregnant. I mean, because we was in San Antonio at the time, and I'll be, you know, living a lifestyle I was living at that time. I'll be moving around a lot, so I'll be in Houston, or I'll be in the Valley or something, man. She would call me. I call the ambulance, and I'm going to the hospital, so I'm shooting back to San Antonio, getting tickets and shit, man. I had like damn near $3,000 worth of tickets. Each at the time it was $500. Now it's more for each ambulance ride to the hospital. So. And then, man, that was another thing, man, because we had them back to back.
Oh, so, they're close in age, right?
Yeah, so they close in age, but my motherfucking insurance premium went up, and they dropped us. So I was like, fuck, how can I get another? You know, it was all that kind of shit. You know, I got one foot in prison and the other foot in the motherfucking house. And, you know, I'm trying to live two different goddamn lives, but, man.
Does she know all that? Like why she was named that?
Yeah, she got the short version, the edited.
The edited version?
Yeah.
Your mama crazy.
Yeah, man, I really don't. If she ever listen to this, she gonna be like, oh, shit. Well, she know now, goddamn it, she old enough. She understand.
So, I mean, I sure you get this all the time, but the Lando's a Star Wars reference, right?
Yeah, it was a
Hamza would have been dope, though.
Yeah, that would have been dope if that would have been my daddy, but it turned out that, you know, my mom was fucking somebody else. But, yeah, man, my mama really loved Billy D. Williams. Lady sings the blues, all that good shit, man. All that.
See, I mean, my full name is Bakary.
Okay.
And it is a rare name in Africa alone. It means, and then basically, like I said, we recycle names. So I was named after my grandfather.
Okay.
I never knew him. He passed. I was born a year later. No brainer. You're Bakary. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so. It means, in Swahili, it means the one with great promise, the one who will succeed.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure around that. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you gotta be careful how you name your kids, because if there's a story, there's a legacy behind it, or some, you know, that is your legacy. Like, if you whatever you build today, whether it's your business or whoever you are as a person, that's what carries over, you know, in your kids, and like that's how you contribute to society. Like, okay, I did my job. I got one kid. You know, he got my name. You know, I'm trying to make him a better person than me.
Always.
And I'm hope for the best. That's really all you can do.
Yeah, man.
That's really all I can do. But man, it's fucking. They're teenager already, right?
Yeah.
Mine's only 3.
Oh yeah, man. You finna go through it, man. But you still you still smart right now, man. You
still.
Yeah, you still smart right now, man. Later on, they gonna be like, man, you don't know shit, Dad.
I'm looking forward to that. Like, get off my
You don't
case.
know what the fuck you talking about, man. You don't know what you talking about, Dad.
I can't. I don't know.
This is not back in the olden days, Dad. We do it different now. I mean, it's the same, but it's different.
You know what? You know what? I look forward to that because you know what? I'm one of those because my dad used to do this to me. Like to this day, he still don't understand the new generation. He still acts like, you can still do shit like you used to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting.
You still can, man.
But it's this. No. But his reference is Africa though.
Oh, okay.
Like we've been to France and we've been in the U.S. for 20 years. But it still sometimes thinks like he's back in Africa. It's like, yo, if you need to get, something done, just, give somebody $200 and then do it for you. I'm like, Dad, I'm trying to get a house built. It's not, you can't just walk up, plant me a tree for $200. Like, it doesn't work like that, and so.
Yeah, you got ordinances and papers.
Exactly. In Africa, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
In Africa, you could be like, yo, I'm trying to get a wall.
Too much money.
Yeah, true.
Same way in America, man. They don't really give a fuck until you start making some money. Then all of a sudden now it's like, hold on, man, we need to show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't know how to do it. You got all this talent, all this money, and you need help spending it.
You need
like the people that call me sometime and be like, they want me to donate to some organization. I was like, you know what, man? I'm glad you called me. I'm glad you called me because I was sitting here with this $200 and I ain't even know what the fuck to do with this $200, man. I'm glad you called me, man. Now I know what I can do with this $200. The fuck off my phone, man.
You get this shit at you go to Hb and they go, hey, you want to donate $1 for kids for like school programs or whatever, veterans, and you kind of feel, especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, yo, I can't. Could be my kid.
You feel kind of bad?
If I don't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
No, I know they're not my kids, but I'm like, here's the thing. My name will never appear on any list that said, yo, back donated $1 here for school program. I don't care about that. It's more of a, for my own guilty conscience. Like, yo, I do think that, kids are our future and all that bullshit. And I'm like, okay, this is my good deed of the day.
Okay.
It's $1. I got, fuck it.
Yeah, man, and they play on that.
Exactly.
They play on that.
But they make me feel bad.
Yeah.
If I don't do it. Like, would you like to donate for the children who don't have blah blah blah? And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Okay, here. You already have my card anyway.
No.
You don't?
Nah. I only do it when I feel like if they ask me, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to like, I go to this juice bar, right? And and I go up and I grab my juice out of the freezer and I bring it back to the counter and they check me out, right? But when they check me out, it has a variety of different tips that I can leave.
Yeah, 15, 20, 18, whatever.
But I'm like, why the fuck would I tip you? And I went to the refrigerator and I came back to the motherfucking counter. What the fuck am I tipping you for, man?
Yo, you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
If you want, okay, maybe I'm giving away too much here, but I can feel guilty over stupid shit. Okay. If I feel like I'm letting somebody down, maybe it has to do with my name. I don't know. But if I feel like I'm letting somebody down and you make me feel guilty, then I'll fucking do it. Okay. So it's something like,
oh man, this guy has black shame. This is the first time I ever heard of black shame.
It's not even shame. It's like I'm in the
black guilt.
Yeah, black guilt.
Right
it's
here.
Black guilt. It's like I know I'm in the position where I can help. Because if I can, I can't. That's what, like, I'm not gonna go out of my way. but it's right in my face. And I'm like, yo, I know how shitty it is to work in the service industry, for example, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't care. See, like, I don't care how well you treated me, you know, at the restaurant. You know, whether you asked me, you came around and asked me, hey, how's the food? You know, would you like to order something else, or, you know, change tables, whatever. I don't care. To me, it's like, you're bringing me food. Bottom line is, you're bringing me food.
I got
and
that.
that takes a lot, and having to deal with a bunch of bullshit just because that's your job.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll tip. I don't even do the math.
In that situation, I understand.
Uh-huh.
But me going to the juice bar, going to the refrigerator, and bringing it back to the counter, and this motherfucking computer has nerve to ask me do I want to tip. Man, you got life fucked up, man. I'm not fit to tip a bitch ass.
Oh,
thing,
do you? Okay, so you're never tipping the dude in the bathroom that's giving you lotion.
No, with that old cheap ass cologne.
Yeah.
About, let me hit you one time, man. Let me hit you. This shit smell good.
Always a black dude. Yeah. So you're like,
and that shit sting too, man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You
like, what the fuck is that shit mixed with acid, bitch? Get that shit out of my motherfucking skin, man.
Nah, but you don't feel bad at all.
Nah.
It's another brother just standing there. That's his job.
Nah, man, because we don't tip the dude that cleans out porta potties.
Yeah, but he in there.
Yeah, you know
what if you went? What if the dude came up and flushed for you?
I appreciate the dude with the porta potty job, because sometimes, you know, I jog in the morning and, you know, there's construction going on and I gotta slip in there because jogging and running, you get the shits. And I gotta slip in there and drop me a stinky load, and I appreciate a clean porta potty, dog. So whenever I see a porta potty dude, I thumbs up him, or if I see him somewhere, I'm like, look, dog, I got you, homie. I got you, dog. Don't even worry about that. I got you, porta potty, shitty job having motherfucker. I got you, dog. Yeah.
You know, porta potty should come with a tip jar attached to it.
Yeah, it should.
That's what it should,
man.
But I'm saying, if the bathroom dude actually came and flushed for me,
then
okay, here's two. That's $2 job.
If that motherfucker has some like aloe vera toilet paper in there, yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dog.
If he came out, if you ran out and he's over there, you're like, hey man, can you bring me another roll?
Yeah, door dude, come over here, man.
Give me another roll, because this shit ran out. Oh man, I did.
Oh shit, I'm glad you asked, homie, man. I got this new Shorman's.
Yeah.
Like, what, dog? You got Shorman's, fool?
It's $5.
Like, shit, here you go, fool. Here go 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be, it's gotta be worth the effort. Like, you can't just be there and be like, okay.
You in here with some Durex condoms, dog. Get the fuck out.
Oh, come on, they got mints. They got mints. They got condoms. They got cologne. They got lotion.
Kind though, dog. You got the same one from the motherfucking what the Planned Parenthood joint. You got the brown bag. You went in there and got 9 brown bag specials, dog. I could have got
do they have to buy the shit? Do you think?
Nah, you know, at Planned Parenthood, you can just go in there and get some free condoms.
No, but I mean in the bathroom, like, do they have to buy the supplies, or the bar actually gives them?
They gotta buy. Yeah, all that cheap ass cologne. All that smell like Polo Blue. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this though.
Compared to Polo Blue, bitch, nah, it cannot compare to. It's like $30, $40 less than Polo Blue, bitch. Nah, I can't compare that.
To me, I don't care for the soap. No, I take that back. I want that to be taken out of context. So I'm washing my hands, and you pouring the soap in my hands. I'd be like, all right, I could have done that. However, I get ashy quick when I wash my hands.
Yeah,
I don't want to come back out there with ashy ass fingers.
Okay.
So if you got lotion, you give me lotion. Okay, I'll tip you for the lotion.
And I need the cocoa butter joint.
All right.
I need that.
I ain't asking for Jergens. I ain't asking.
I am.
Do you think they got Jergens in that?
Goddamn right. Shit.
No, you can't be choosy.
I don't even care if you had a other brand. Yeah, and you poured it in the Jergens. Shit, just mind fuck me then, homie.
I just want to. I want to be all lotioned up when I go back out there, because I ain't trying to, shake some girl's hand with my ashy ass fingers.
But yeah, man,
that's just disrespectful.
That's crazy, but yeah, fuck.
But
dude,
so when do you?
I'm not tipping that dude, man.
But I'm trying to reverse the stereotype
that
black people don't tip.
No, but what I do, since we're talking about tipping,
Mm-hmm.
I tip before when they come over there with my water and ask for my drinks and shit. I tip then because tips means to ensure promptness.
Oh, so you like
That's what it
okay?
stands for. To
Oh,
ensure promptness.
no, you just made that shit
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Nah, brother, you can Google it.
Seriously?
Come on, man. This motherfucker
I
got
don't
me
know.
on the show. This
Look, man, if you drop the
seventh
knowledge
grade
like that,
education having ass dude, there's no way he knows this type of shit,
no.
man.
And I worked in service industry. I never heard tip man to ensure what.
Promptness.
All right, let me, dude. If this
Yeah.
is true,
Yeah, man. It's to ensure promptness, man. That's what tip stands for. So I tip while he's looking, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
am looking. Go ahead,
You
keep
know what I'm saying?
explaining.
While he's looking and try to prove me wrong.
I'm not trying to prove.
Shit. You know
I
what I'm
need
saying? Even
look,
if I am wrong, don't that sound good though?
no, it does. I
You know what
believe you.
I'm saying? Shit.
I ain't
But I'm
got
saying
Jamie just taking shit up for me.
I tip beforehand because I want to again to ensure promptness. I need you to understand, man, that this is gonna be an experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's better than what I expected, I tip before and afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So I used to do this. This is kind of asshole shit I used to do. I used to, when they come to the table, I used to say, "Excuse me, sir, ma'am, or they, them, whatever the fuck
It.
pronoun." Yeah, you know
Hey,
what I'm
it.
saying? Man, your tip starts off at $5. It goes up or down depending on your service. That's what I used to say.
That's smart, actually.
You know what I'm saying? But now I don't. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just tip beforehand. Especially if I'm looking at the menu, I can already have an idea of what the tip's supposed to be.
So you're doing the
You know what I'm
math
saying?
based
Yeah.
on what you're about to pick.
Yeah, so I tip them beforehand, and then yeah, man, it's a beautiful evening.
See,
It's a
it's weird.
beautiful evening, man. You don't have to, cause I'm very particular on my service, homie. See, I don't need you interrupting my motherfucking conversation.
Ugh.
I don't need you reaching over to fill my glass up, motherfucker. My shit sitting on the end of the table, dog. You ain't gotta say shit to me. Just you see it low, fill my shit up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. Where I'm from, and when I say from, I mean France. The tip is included in the price,
Okay.
so they can just treat you like shit. They know they're getting paid,
Yeah.
right? And then they don't even come around. Like, go to a restaurant in France.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be fancy at all. It could be a shitty ass restaurant.
A hamburger spot.
Yeah, we ain't got a whole lot of those, but
Okay.
yeah,
What
we
y'all got? Frank's? What y'all got?
no, we
Hot
got,
dog?
and we have McDonald's, and we
I'm
got.
definitely not going there.
It's actually better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, even their Coke is not as sweet as the
Oh,
one here.
shit. That's why
It's actually
we want
healthier.
Coke, man. We want Coke because it's sweet.
No, but
Yeah.
you sit down and the waiter ain't gonna show up for 15 minutes because
Oh, word.
your meal's gonna be about 2 hours long.
Damn.
And here, as soon you haven't even put your ass on the chair yet, they come at you like, "Hey, what would you like to drink? What do you want to order?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, I haven't got no menus yet. I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything," and you ask me what I want, and they come checking on you every 5 minutes. The other day, I was at the spot, Lavaca Street Bar, right
Okay.
here in the domain with my sister, and then I swear to God, on the clock, I had a rotation of 3 waitresses coming up. Are you okay? To where I was like, I'm just gonna write up a sign that says "We good" and just
Yeah.
show it to that bitch because I'm tired of saying yes, we good, we good, we good.
Yeah, I can dig that.
That was annoying as hell.
Me and my daughter went to Citizens Eatery,
That was that.
and it's a vegan place over there off of Burning Road,
Mm-hmm.
and same thing, man. We wanted outside. We wanted to sit outside. They set us outside. She set us outside. She came over there, asked us what we wanted to drink. I said water, and she gave us some cups like what you got sitting here for me right now,
Mm-hmm.
and but it was filtered water. And because I hit it like it was yak at first, I was waiting for that strong ass impact, but it wasn't. It was smooth. It was filtered water. And then she asked us, did we want to order? We said yes. I immediately gave her $20. And she said, what's this for? I said, this is your tip. She says, oh, you don't want to wait till the end? I said, nah. Because we're outside, but I gotta make sure she's coming to check on us. We're the only one outside.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Actually, if you gonna tip $20,
Yeah.
I would just set the rule. Said, look, on the clock, I need to come here every 10 minutes.
Man, come on, man. The 20 letting her know that already, bro. The 20 letting her know that I know that we outside. You got a number of people on the inside. We're the only ones outside.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And we black.
You never
You know
asked,
what I'm saying?
but you didn't ask anything special because you already tipped.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
She already know what it is.
Eh.
She already know what it is. And she acted accordingly. And my daughter was amazed at that. She was like, oh, man, you know, every time we go out, da-da-da-da-da. And I explained to her the same thing, man. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you this, man. As far as just tipping beforehand, I haven't been doing that long. I think about 7 months now.
I think it's a great idea.
I definitely see the change. You know what I'm saying? I see the change in the waiter. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you straight up, homie. One time, man, I had a waiter at where the fuck was I at, man? I was at some spot, and they had supposed to clocked out already.
They just left.
You know what I'm saying? No, they were supposed to be gone.
Supposed to. Okay.
But the waitress was still there waiting on us.
You know what? I like the idea. I think it's a great idea.
But as far as back to what you was talking about, the other people, fuck them, man. Shit.
Go fuck for me, motherfucker. I can't reach back there.
No, fuck that, man. The door dude in the bathroom.
I just feel bad. It's like I know I can help. I don't know. It's weird. It's just me. It's not a therapy session or nothing. But that's just me. If I know I'm in a position I can help, and it's not it's costing me really, but it's not like okay here.
Now you go take care of your kids. Let me say this too, man. I've been in some spots, man, where I've been doing shows, some private shows, and you got the dude in there, and these are like what do they call them, man? Those country clubs, right?
Yeah.
You go in the country club, man. You go into the country club bathroom, man. They got real shit. Even though it ain't no shit that I probably wear, like some Stetson or some shit like that, but it's the real shit. It's the $85 bottle. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about this motherfucker just ain't got hard mints. This motherfucker got soft mints. You know what I'm saying?
You look in the bowl, it's all 20s and 100s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you feel bad.
You talking about you feeling bad at the time. Shit. I'm thinking, man, they paying me $450 to be in this bitch.
I'll take that job.
I don't know if I want to, you know what I'm saying?
Go quit comedy and be a bathroom guy at country clubs.
Yeah, I must rather be the bathroom dude. This motherfucker getting paid more than me. I thought I was getting paid something. This motherfucker done showed me up. Shit.
I did my first paid gig.
Okay. I want to hear this.
In September. I did the hip hop bingo joint, and then Derek Poster didn't show up. I couldn't make it to do his shit, so they're like, "Hey, back, you want to do 7?" I'm like, "I'll do 7." I didn't expect none of it, and then they're like, "Okay, by the way, here's 20." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah,
I still got that $20 bill. I'm gonna frame that shit.
That's good, man. That's good.
I'm gonna frame that shit for real, because I know what it's like out there, and it's not even I'm not at a point where I know I'm gonna make a living doing this comedy shit, but I get the grind, and we were talking about this off air, but it takes a while to get to that point.
Yeah,
and I respect that, and I'm nowhere near, but I was like, holy shit, I did not expect this.
Hey man, you probably closer than you think, bro. Shit, tell you the truth, man. There's so many people that done came up around the time that I came out, man, that surpassed me. That's why I really don't trip on this shit, man. And people be talking about, why I ain't getting booked on shows and why I don't do this. I be like, really? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like.
Nah, I ain't tripping about it. Like I said, I actually.
You got paid 20, man, bro. My first paid gig was 10.
Really?
And that was simply Courtney had put me on a show.
Then I got something for you, but I won't say it yet.
Okay.
I got something for you once we're done with this.
I wanted some money.
Yeah, people don't get paid for making appearances on the FeedBak podcast. I pay my guests. Yeah, right. It's gas money.
Hell yeah.
And gas is expensive
plenty,
these days.
man. And it's plenty. But yeah, man, my first paid gig, Simply Courtney paid me $10, man, and I was like, what? You know, man, and just with that whole grind shit, man. I mean, uh, going out of town for free, just hitting up open mics, you know what I'm saying, in little towns and shit. And then man, that and then to fast forward to this year when I did the stateside, man, and at the Paramount or whatever.
Oh, you on at Moon Tower, right?
Yeah, I was on Moon Tower.
Congrats, man. That's like
Yeah,
that guy was saying Moon Tower is my Christmas.
okay.
Moon Tower is my.
I didn't want to do no other. I didn't want to do any other comedy festival until I did that one.
Really?
There was no sense to me because this ain't the bash nobody else, but I've known several comics to do other motherfucking festivals, pay all that money to get in, then you gotta pay to get there, then you gotta house yourself, then you not getting to pay to be on this bullshit ass.
Like I'm gonna drive down the street. This is what I want to do.
I'm gonna do the one at the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do the one at the crib, man. So when I mean, if nothing else, how would it look to say that I'm an Austin comic, but I've never been on Moon Tower before?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
This is a shout out to all the comics who who made it there. And there was a lot this year.
Shout out to all the comics, man, that pay their $25, man, with hopes and dreams, man, to be on a comedy show when all the time they just using your $25 to pay for they coke and shit for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So fuck all those goddamn comedy festivals that be doing that shit.
Yeah.
But shout out to the comics that's grinding though.
Yeah.
Fuck them goddamn comedy festivals, man. Because man, when you sit down and you do the numbers on the entries that's coming in from comedy festivals, man, and they don't have to give you your $25 back or whatever the cost may be to even enter that. And then you got to get on a plane and, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, drive down.
It's exposure. Exposure ain't paying my bills.
Nah, fuck that exposure, dog.
That Moon Tower, they partner with Just for Laughs, right?
Just for Laughs. I hope to be on that shit. That's going to be 10 days.
They're going to expand it. And more venues and everything in April.
That's why I tried to show my ass this year, man. I tried to show my ass, man.
Do it. I hope you make it. I really do.
Yeah,
this is huge. And I'm glad because, I mean.
Hey, that New York City Comedy Festival joint, that audition was dope.
Yeah.
The other night. That shit was nice.
What's the festival? Is that a new one? I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it, man. I was just asked to get on the last minute.
Huh.
So I really.
Oh, you were invited to do it, or you just submitted and you're like, I'm going to sign up to do it?
They invited me.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, man. I don't ask to be on shit, bro.
You get invited on? No, that's dope. I hope that turns out because I wanted, I know how hard the New York comedy scene is, because all the motherfuckers that came out of that. I mean, talk about the Cellar, the Stand, and so on. But to have a festival and to have comics from here, get an opportunity to go up there, fucking all power to you, man.
Yeah.
Then I thought I was done with the compliments.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Thank you for that late one. That was a late jab right there. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna sprinkle some more by the time we're done with this.
Yeah, man, but that shit was dope the other night.
No,
man.
It was not. And you know what? And I was, that was not. It was raining as
I'm
fuck.
glad it was raining.
Yeah, because the ones that showed up were actually true fans.
Yeah, they couldn't go nowhere when motherfuckers eat shit on stage. Like, oh fuck, it's fucking raining outside. I can't even leave.
You could hear it too.
Yeah, you can hear it, man.
Nah, that was dope. I really liked it. I really liked it. Shout out to everybody who did it. Aaliyah was on there.
Some people that actually stand up, man. I was like, what? That shit was crazy.
So you live for that is that why you got into comedy? Was like that feeling of, people?
Nah, man, I got into comedy because I know that I'm not the only one that was going through the pain, shame, humiliation, guilt, having resentments and all that kind of shit, man, So that's why I got into stand-up. I didn't want to feel alone. You know what I'm saying? So when I first started out, man, that's why I was going in the way I was going in. And I was talking about the issues. I mean, I still talk about certain issues. And I talk about the issues that may seem important to people, but at the end of the day, it's really bullshit. It's really, what are you really saying? by telling me you want to take down Confederate statues. I don't give a fuck about them Confederate statues. You know what I'm saying? But I'll take issues like that and make light of it because that's not the real issue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
mean,
not the real issue.
there's something about black comics that just speak their truth all the time.
What else we got?
That's true, but I don't make it racial, but fuck it. White guys come up with shit.
Yeah.
Come up with shit that's funny. And when you look at people like Ali Sadiq, Ali Sadiq is like straight up, and I've heard him rant about LA comics versus New York comics, and like the Midwest and the South comics, like that's all they have is truth. That's how we speak. And meanwhile everybody else is making up stories just to be funny. And there is this idea, and I didn't make this shit up. It's like when you see people you look at Chappelle, you look at like a D.L. Hughley, you look at a Cedric the Entertainer, like all these dudes are like, that's what we're about. We're authentic when we talk. Yeah. So whether it's on stage or off stage, that's how we communicate 24/7.
Yeah,
you can meet a white comic and see him one way on stage, and you meet him off stage, and it's totally different, motherfucker.
It's an act,
right? So, but I think that people people connect better when it's authentic.
Yeah.
When it's like you're talking just like I know for a fact that like we're doing right now, there's nothing surprising about our conversation because I've seen you on stage. Now I've seen you off stage. And I'm like, yeah, it's the same dude. That makes perfect sense. And but when it doesn't feel real, people sense that shit like that.
Like dogs, man.
Yeah.
It's like dogs. They sense that fear, man. But yeah, man, that's them. You know what I'm saying? I had to really tune into that because when I first stepped into this shit, I was like, I wasn't gonna fit in. My whole storyline was different, so I was like, I'm not gonna fit in, man. That kind of discouraged me for a while. No. So that's why I would go to San Antonio, to Dallas, and Houston, and so on and so forth, just to get out of there because I didn't feel at home.
Mm-hmm.
And I had every time I would get on stage with a chip on my shoulder because now I'm finna show you motherfuckers what it really is. That's how I felt, because I didn't see anybody like me out here. Then when I started running into guys like me, it was cool, but it still was like, you know what I'm saying, where the love at? You know what I'm saying? And then I understand, man, in order to get love, you got to give it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, shit, man, I'll just do that, man. I just started linking with a lot of brothers, man. Shit,
there's not a lot of us.
Nah.
Not here.
We're tight knit though, man. I mean, it's motherfuckers be watching your struggle, man, in spite of, and
right.
I'm just blessed, man, to really get the opportunities that I get, man, because again, I don't ask to be on shit. Because this is why I don't ask to be on nothing, man, is because I don't want a person to give me an opportunity that I'm not prepared for.
Makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I'm steady, man, when I'm going to get on Moon Tower. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now I'm a last minute add-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was prepared for whatever position that they put me in. Host, opener, feature, headline, whatever that they want to use me as, I was ready. So,
no, it's a blessing, man. And you said this at the end of the show, like,
thank you for allowing
me to do what I love.
Yeah,
I mean that's powerful.
Yeah,
that's powerful. And the thing is, like, just to go back to what I was saying earlier, like when you start to embrace how unique you are and what you bring to the table, it's a liberating feeling.
Oh yeah,
I really think it is, because there's not really an expectation. It's like, look, this is me.
Yeah,
take it or leave it. Like I got nothing else, right? And so either you accept it or you don't. If you don't, I don't have to fuck with you. If you do, here I am.
I came to that point, man, when it was like, man, I'm not out here kicking cats and pushing old people down the stairs. So whatever grievance that you have against whatever joke that I say, um, um, fuck you and your grievance. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
agree.
straight up, because
I totally agree.
I do so much in my community while you talking about, while the person that's trying to grieve towards me, it's like, man, bro, I'm really out here. So it's like, man, what are you doing?
And second, you don't know me.
You're right.
You don't know shit about me.
Mainly, you don't know me.
No, you can assume all you want.
Yeah.
You can assume all you want, because that's the thing. Like you walking into a situation, and then people have an expectation already. You walked on stage, right? And they look at you like, oh, okay, it's gonna be another one of those or whatever the fuck. And there's nothing you can do about it, but just do you.
Yeah, I remember this lady told me, she said, man, you call women bitches and hoes and all this kind of stuff on stage. And I said, yeah, I do. She said, so you don't see a problem with that? I said, no.
Are you? Are you one? If you're offended, you're one of them.
But one thing that you don't notice, ma'am, is that I never use the N-word. And that's when she shut all the way down. I said, did you notice that? She said, no. I said, because you wasn't looking for that. You was looking for something to be offended for.
Yeah.
To be offended by, goddamn it. Your ass found that bitches and hoes. So get your bitch ass away from me.
Bitch, get away from me, then.
Shit.
By the way, I'll be at Moon Tower this next week. Come see me. Come see me.
I don't even ask people to come to my shows.
I don't either. This is the thing. Like, a lot of my friends still don't know I do comedy, and I'm like, what did you tell me? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know.
I got 3 boxes of T-shirts and merchandise and shit in my garage right now. People ask, when you gonna start selling them?
Of what? Lando shirts?
Yeah, I got some T-shirts.
Really?
Yeah, my
what does it say?
One of them says, if you can't enlighten them with intelligence, then baffle them with bullshit.
That's a long ass something to put on the shirt. Does it go front and back or what?
Yeah, it's front and back.
Because I can't read all that on one side.
It goes around the arms and shit like that.
Like, turn around, let me read the whole thing.
Yeah, man, do a dance, motherfucker. If you can
turn around. What is that?
Enlighten them with intelligence, then baffle them with bullshit. Then one says, I should care more.
That's a good one.
Another one says, my ex is doing better without me. Those are statements that I stand on, man.
That's it. You got principles. Put them on shirts.
Yeah, man.
Put them on shirts. That's what that. I'll take a shirt if you got one.
I don't have. I told you it's in the garage at the crib, though. I should care more, though.
Give me a should care more shirt.
Yeah,
I'll buy one.
I should care more, though.
I'll buy
really
one.
Care.
I've been looking to buy more shirts that actually say shit on them, because most of my shirts don't say. They're just plain nothing, and I'm like, man, it sucks because I see all these dudes that got, not the dudes, but like, you see those shirts that had it just lists shit. Like, it's just black with white, and it said, I don't know, like the Tribe Called Quest members, or like Malcolm X and MLK and Marcus Garvey or whatever. Yeah. Like okay, because when people see that,
it's simple as fuck.
I know it is, but people, I have one of my friends, shout out to CK. That's all he wears. He has 20 different shirts with just different lists of stuff. It's just black, and then just 4 things. Yeah. And I'm like, because you can you walk up to somebody and you can tell what kind of character they are based on what they have on the shirt. Okay. If you have Super Mario Brothers, like, okay, here's a video game dude.
Oh, I got that.
What is that? Is that Prince?
Yeah.
Oh,
man,
never mind.
Prince, man.
It's a cross with a crown on it. See, that means something. Somebody can go walk up to you and be like, "Yo, like, tell me about this." Yeah. But my shirts are just plain nothing. So I need I should care more shirt.
Yeah, actually care more, bro. I should really care. I think that phrase, man, came from so many people with so many different opinions about nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Shit really doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Like right now they're talking about global warming been in the news for like the past 10, 15 years, right? Well, longer than that.
Yeah.
But before that, they called it the ozone layer. I don't know if you remember that
Yeah.
shit. Remember the ozone layer was depleting and
There was holes in it.
we couldn't do anything. We couldn't
the
use
cows are farting so
aerosol
much?
shit, you know what I'm saying? Now it's global warming.
Climate change, because global warming means it gets warmer.
Yeah, climate change. Another phrase, man. You know, I'm old enough to remember when they said that by this time, California should be underwater, and that motherfucker's not underwater yet.
Look, by this time we should have flying cars. Where they at?
I don't know, bro.
You remember when they used to say, "Yo, the 2000s is gonna be crazy,
right?
You know, we're gonna be in space and space colonies, and yeah. Meanwhile, 3 motherfuckers went.
Yeah,
Jeff Bezos, William Shatner,
and that was in the 2020s.
That was this week.
Yeah,
William Shatner went to space last week.
Crazy.
And I'm like, where's my?
Jeff Bezos took all that Amazon money from motherfuckers buying shit during the pandemic. Was like, look what I'm doing with your money, bitch.
Yeah, it's Saturday. I'm going to space. What you doing with your day?
What you doing?
It's fucked up.
Steady buying shit from me.
Pretty much. Don't tell me you don't order from Amazon.
I don't, bro.
Where do you go?
My TV still got a back to it, homie.
You got a tube?
Yeah, I got a tube, bro.
You got a tube? You got a dial on it?
Yeah, man. Shit, got the bunny ears antenna in the back of that motherfucking everything.
You tell. Hey.
I live as much off the grid as I can, bro. Straight up, man.
Well, don't you have a business to run? You have to be somewhere on the grid.
Man, we can do all that shit from that phone, man. Samsung S21 or whatever the fuck this shit is, bro. Shit. Emails, I can put a website together, all kind of shit.
You live like it's 1993.
Mm-hmm.
You got a pager.
I wish I did have a pager, boy. Cause some people I don't even want to talk to. I was like, man, fuck, I ain't got no change. I ain't got no motherfucking change.
Sorry, we'll only take Apple Pay. Motherfucker, you ain't getting paid then.
Right. Fuck that shit, man. I just don't want to be a part of the conversation, man. I just don't want to be one of those people that's always a part of the conversation. Like, why do you got the Android phone and their iPhone's cameras are much better?
Oh, no, I'm not even about that. Honestly, I got an iPhone because
you got lights in here, dog.
Yeah, okay. So this is
motherfucker.
No, I'm a nerd, man. Let me confess, I'm a nerd. Like when I started this podcast, I bought so much gear. I was like, I'm gonna figure this shit out because everybody tells you, yo, all you need is a phone to start a podcast. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing. I'm gonna do this.
That's
shit
what
right.
I told. Somebody told me. They said you need 2 iPhone 5s.
Pretty much. That's $100. Not even a mic or headphones. Nothing. He's like, record yourself for taking the shit, and then that's your podcast. It's really that simple.
I was like, damn, that's it, man. Like, yeah, man, shit. People will listen to you, Lando. You have a weird way of looking at things.
Uniqueness, I'm telling you. But I geek out over this shit. That's what it's about. And I'm looking to upgrade some of my stuff already. So
what you gonna do with this? You gonna have a garage sale?
No, I'm still gonna use it, but I'm just gonna upgrade
some more shit in here.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Set up a studio next. That's what I want to do.
Nice, man. That's nice. Then you can bring in some hoes and shit. They was like, look, man, bitch, get away. We finna start this podcast.
Sit on the couch. Shut up.
Shut up, man. Give us a minute. Go play with yourself.
No, I mean, see, okay. Let me ask you. Doesn't technology scare you for the next generation? Like the fact that they're born in it. Unless your kids don't have none, they still use flip phones and shit.
Nah, them motherfuckers got iPads and some more shit, dog.
That's scary.
Crazy. Nah, man, that's just how they function.
Yeah, but
they function like that, man. I don't need to function like that. I don't need to be on that type of vibe. That vibration ain't for me, man. I can still maneuver and all that kind of stuff the way I am, man. I mean, if there's a need be for me to do that, then I'll do that, man. But I'm not a sports fan. I don't really need to see no high def shit.
You don't watch? You have Netflix?
I'm a reader. I'm a reader, so I got a bunch of books and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, man. I don't really get into.
You don't watch Netflix?
Nah.
You got no streaming service.
My daughter got my kids got the flat screen joints in their room. Dog. I don't.
You don't watch shows with them? You didn't watch that Squid Game bullshit?
That shit be weird. I'll be trying to watch this shit. I think the last thing I seen was, I think it was called a black box. Is that what it was called? Black? I think that's what it was.
Is that a show or device?
Yeah, this shit was like years ago. This probably about 3 years ago. I think that's what it was. I don't know if that's the actual name of it. Just saying live, man. The black box. That sound.
I ain't gonna look it up, but I'm gonna believe.
Yeah,
it's like tipping. I'm like, okay.
That shit sound.
It's a show named Black Box somewhere out there.
But I watched that and I was like, man, I sat on the couch and I was like, this some bullshit, dog. And
I don't like. I'm more of a. I don't get the FOMO shit. You know what FOMO is, right?
Yeah.
It's not about the FOMO shit, but I'm like, my goal every day is to learn some shit, and I end up. And I've talked about this before on the show, but I get into rabbit holes, or I'm up on. I don't like to follow a whole lot of like entertainment shit.
Yeah.
You know, but I like to know what's going on in the world because it just gives you perspective on shit. Because every time, because when people say, "Oh, we need to have a conversation about blah blah blah," and you're like, "Yeah, but it's not."
I mean, I can still have a conversation about it without being that informed. I can listen to a person like when I look at the news, like I go from CNN to Fox to MSNBC, right? And I can see from
you have MSNBC on YouTube TV.
Yeah, man, that shit on there. I got C-SPAN. I got C-SPAN on that motherfucking everything. But I'll look at it. I'll look at it, man, and be like, "Oh, this is bullshit. I can see where this shit is going." You know what I'm saying? All right, and I'll make my own, come up with my own opinion, man. But yeah, man, I don't have to be a part of the conversation, man. I can sit there and be quiet and just listen to other people's opinions because most of the time that shit really don't affect me anyways.
That's true.
So it's like, all right.
That's true. But I just think that when it comes to, I mean, I like to learn and sit back and watch.
You know what I want to learn? I want to, cause I watched this YouTube shit, right, on this primitive building. This dude, he takes some bamboo sticks and shit, and like a cold ass blade. I don't know what kind of blade this is, man, but he uses it as a shovel, all kind of shit, man. He be building like little caves and water pools and shit
with bamboo sticks,
man, bruh. It's just so crazy. I sat up one night and watched this shit for like 2 hours, man. I was like, this shit is dope.
See, this is what I love.
He ain't got no shovel. He ain't got no light fixtures and shit. And then when he get tired, he done made himself a bed and he'll lay there. You know what I'm saying? Because they doing like a time lapse. And I'm like, whoever's taking this video ain't shit because they ain't even helping him. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit,
got one blade.
man.
He's building a house with bamboo sticks.
Dog, this motherfucker shit is
This is what I'm talking about. Like, I love this kind of shit. Like, just to know that there's people out there who do this kind of shit. I love that. I love that. Because I'm like, it makes me want to meet that dude.
Yeah,
and want to talk to him and be like, what's up with the swords and shit that you couldn't.
Oh, let's turn that off. But yeah,
now we'll share the link and all that. But
okay. But I'm listening to you, bro. I can do 9 things at one time.
No, but what I'm saying is like,
that's why I don't do a lot of that technology shit because it seems like these motherfuckers can't. That's what's happening in the world, man. Man, you take for instance, man. They talking about we can't text and drive, right? Let's just take that for instance, man. We can't. They say there's a law against texting and driving. It's a law.
Yeah,
but we can't text and drive. And when they came out, I immediately thought that can't be for me. That gotta be for these new motherfuckers because I remember driving a standard, right? Driving a standard, shifting gears, a 40 ounce in my lap, rolling weed, you know what I'm saying? All at the same motherfucking time, driving. And then had not one wreck.
Yeah.
So that can't be for me. You know what I'm saying? That got to be for these new motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, so when you say how they surviving, how is that healthy? That's for them.
Well, that's why they make cars that drive themselves now. So you can just you don't have to watch
the other night, man, this motherfucker died, man. It was in a wreck, bro.
From Texas?
No, from being with those self-driving.
Like a Tesla?
Yeah.
That shit is nuts, though. You ever been in one?
Yeah.
That shit's scary.
The homie got the one with the Lamborghini doors, like that shit.
Like the butterfly doors?
Yeah.
Damn.
He got that joint, man.
I think it's not a car. I think it's a toy.
Yeah.
Because they got video games in there.
They ain't got no. Look at the homie. Look at the homie. He in that bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He ain't got no regular tools, dog. This motherfucker ain't got a Phillips.
He's building. Okay, we'll put the video.
Yeah,
this
man.
dude is building a house. He has
man.
one stick.
One stick.
He has
bro.
one stick, and there's like they're kids.
Yeah, nah, them grown men. They just
they
small.
look like kids. Okay,
they just small, bro.
And they're making hallways. They're making the door. They're making the steps.
Yeah.
Are they gonna paint this motherfucker?
Yeah, they gonna paint it, bro.
Wow.
I want to know what kind of dirt that is, bro.
No, this is serious. Like they're just like digging, and they're building a whole. That looks fancy. Like I want to see the. We're going fast forward because I want to see the like a finished product. Whoa. That's like what I don't know what kind of rock that dude. That looks like temple type shit.
Yeah, bro. So this is the kind of shit I be watching,
yo,
bro.
think about all the architecture from back in the day. They didn't have
water and shit coming in.
Look,
come on, man.
You ever been? Well, you don't have castles in this country, really. But when you think about, like, I grew up next to Versailles. Versailles in France is known for the Louis XIV. That was his castle. Okay. The castle's still there, right? You can go and visit. That shit is incredible. Like the amount of definition and just craftsmanship that these motherfuckers had. And we're talking, I don't even know, this is the 1800s, 1700s maybe? I don't know my history.
They didn't have Netflix.
They got nothing. They ain't got no machines. They got no computer.
Netflix and shit.
Nothing. And they were able to pull the shit off. And to this day, it looks dope. And you're like, you mean to tell me that we can't go back to that? You know, like when you do math, did you pull out your calculator or you still do it in your head?
Yeah.
It's little things like that you go, that's what I meant by, too much technology is not so good, because we used to be able to do long division on a piece of paper, right?
I still do that.
And do calculate tip. You're like, okay, 20% of blah, blah, blah. It's this, right? Now you're like, fuck that. I got a machine do that for me.
Man, there was this lady I was buying this carpet cleaning machine, and the lady was telling me what my interest rate was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
And she's telling me what my interest rate gonna be, and I'm like, well, what's the end result? I mean, like, what am I? Because I'm always looking at what I'm paying at the end. I know this is sticker price, but with interest, how much is that gonna be, right? So the lady says, well, it's nothing but 3.6%, and I was like, okay, man, but how much is that? The whole time I'm talking to her, I'm doing the math. I'm writing the math out.
You do long division on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I'm doing long division, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the lady.
with a pad and pen all the time.
So the lady, and I check my shit twice, like Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I plug it right back in and see if that's, you know what I'm saying, gonna go right back to the original number. I know how to do all that shit. So I was like, no, ma'am, that's the interest rate that you're giving me is not 3.6%. It is 6.3%. And she said, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, do the numbers again, because I've done the numbers. So you do the numbers. And she said, you're right, Mr. Shepard. It is 6.3%. Yeah, bitch, you was just going to fuck me.
Exactly.
And people will tell you something stupid like, well, man, 2.3% ain't a lot. Well, okay, well, you do 2.3% on $250,000. You know what I'm saying? Because
I ain't doing the math now.
Yeah, 2.3.
I need a pen and paper.
2.5% is a lot when you are multiplying it by a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it may look small, but nah, man, once you put that motherfucker on the side of $250,000, yeah, that's a lot of money.
It is. You know, so I'm buying a house, and the interest rate they gave me was 2.99.
Okay.
And
that ain't bad.
Hold on. I talked to my realtor, and he goes, man, this is actually pretty good, given the market and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I talked to friends of mine who own homes, and they're like, hey, yeah, I might like 3.2. And I'm trying to refinance to get down to 2.99.
Yeah.
I talked to my dad. He's in Africa. He don't know shit about market. He goes, that's fucking huge. That's a lot. Can you, no way. No, you got to shop this shit around because $299 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but this the rate right now is like 3.1, like the average rate in this market. And he goes, no, $299 is a lot, man. You got to find something lower.
Yeah.
And he goes, and he said,
this is with good credit.
With good credit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they said, you gotta shop that shit around, see if you can get it lower. Or just, ask them like, hey, can you lower it for me?
Yeah, you can just go to another title place.
Yeah, and I did. And I shopped around and I came back and they told me about this whole, you can lower your interest rate if you buy points ahead of time. Mm-hmm. So you add like a couple $1,000 and then that lowers you. I'm like, nobody told me this shit. And when I told my dad, he goes, well, think about it this way. Even if you say $60 every month because your rate is lower.
Yeah.
Over a year.
All that's equity.
Exactly. But it over a year, you've saved this much. Over 10 years, you've saved this much. I'm like, I didn't look at it like that.
Damn right.
So, but the thing is, like, because we're so used to using machines to do shit for us, we don't need our brains to do anything to really do any of the work.
And companies rely on that because studies have shown that when customers use credit cards, they don't think about the money that they're spending.
Yep.
So I purposely, for my own moral standards and values, I purposely don't accept credit cards for that reason. Because I want people. What they say when you write it out, when you count it out, those things, your brain registers that I just spent $275.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? But when you just swiping, you don't even think of, and then
there's a processing fee too.
Yeah.
When you swipe every time, right?
Yeah, you got a processing fee and the whole while when the person's like, well, I got a card, you know what I'm saying? And this is the crazy shit that I hear these days. Like I had a customer hit me up earlier and they was like, well, man, I don't have any cash around the house. And I was like, oh man, that's smart. But I'm immediately thinking, what about emergencies?
You always gotta carry cash with you.
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
just,
have some type.
You gotta
of
got $50. The rule is $50.
Yeah. Oh, yours 50? Oh man, I need to.
Yours is what, 20?
Nah, mine like 500.
Oh,
enough to get at least bonded out of jail.
Oh, mine just to get home.
Yeah,
that's it. I think you got. But I mean, look at it. We're living in the world now. I mean, I used to remember all my friends' phone numbers, all of them by heart. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, I don't even fucking know. If when you go to jail, they ask you to write down a number first.
Yeah,
I could remember.
You know what's crazy is because my son is in jail right now, and I think the reason why this motherfucker know my number is because my business number is actually in the computer.
That's how he knows it.
Yeah, he can be like, hey man, look up such and such and such and such. Look up Shepard's carpet cleaning.
That helps. But again, he needs a computer to remember that.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man.
I'm just saying, man, it's scary because I feel bad for kids who grow up this way. Like that's all they know.
Yeah.
Like you mean to tell me that you don't even have to work hard to even make money these days, right? You're like, it used to be that you say, hey, to become blah, blah, fill in the blank, you have to, study and get this diploma and you got to do this and 4 years over here and certification over there. And then you become this and you make X, right? Now it's like, show your ass on Instagram, and then you gonna make some money.
Yeah, you're gonna be Lizzo.
Exactly.
I thought Lizzo and Nicole Byer was the same chick. I thought that for a long time. I was like, this same bitch. This bitch do stand up. This whole sing.
Who's Nicole? I don't even know Nicole Byer, but she ain't fat.
Nicole Byer, yeah, she was on Saturday Night Live. She's famous for on the other side. She's mainstream. She's definitely.
I don't even watch SNL no more.
But this what I was gonna say was that I got a friend of mine, man. This motherfucker said he said, man, I'm put in such and such and such and such Penny Street, and I said, what? Do you mean Penny Street on the east side? He said, yeah, man, that's where it's at. I was like, man, your motherfucking hood card has been revoked. If you don't know where the fuck Penny Street is on the east side, long as you done lived in Austin, you don't know where the fuck Penny Street is. You gotta Google that shit, man. Fuck out of here, dog.
Look, man, I used to go to MapQuest and print a map of the neighborhood I was going to.
You know how I learned cities? Riding public transportation.
I did, but I got lost.
Yeah, that's the point. You gotta get lost.
When I got my driver's license, 17. I was 1 year in Austin. Got my driver's license. I got my sister's fucked up Toyota Tercel. 1993 Toyota Tercel.
Don't say that's fucked up. Was that with the one with the lights that go like this? Did that?
No, not quite. But it was a beat up car. So I'm trying to say it was a shitty ass car.
I'm tripping. I'm thinking of Celica because that was like my.
Oh, I remember Celicas. Yeah. But I drove around Austin and got lost, and I was like that. I forgot how I got home, but that's how I learned Austin. That Austin is split. There's 35. There's west side that's nice. It's east side that's shitty. And then as long as you get back, that's how I learned northwest, east, and south. Like everything is you go this.
I know
east,
every way
south.
to get in and out this motherfucker, man, just by getting lost. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke weed and just drive and be like, okay, all right, where the fuck am I at? Oh, this is Fredericksburg. This is crazy. This is crazy, dog. Shit.
I'm in Fredericksburg. Out in the country, there's nothing over there. I remember driving to Cedar Park. It was a dirt road. Like, what is this?
Man, with thick ass white girls. Huddle got some thick ass white girls, boy. For real, boy. They got some thick motherfuckers out there, boy. That reminds me of Fredericksburg because there's some thick ass white women out there in Fredericksburg too.
Country ass ones.
Man, they beautiful. Roping team. They on a roping team and everything, man. That shit's fucking amazing, bro.
What's the roping team?
Roping team is somebody that come out and they roping cattle. They roping like calves.
Oh yeah.
And the first person come out, they use the lasso to rope around the head. And the second one comes out, man, and they get the feet. And the person that's coming out second, they hit the feet. Now you gotta understand, you gotta make this rope bounce off the ground and hit their legs or catch their legs in the air at the same time.
Oh, so you got it from under the feet, so they just when they pull,
they're still moving, yeah. And then you excuse me. Then you pull the lasso, get their feet. Then you get off the horse, and you tie them up.
I saw that in the cartoon.
Nah, this shit real life.
I know it's real. I know it was based on real shit.
This shit real life, man. I was gonna be on George Strait roping team.
George Strait.
Yeah.
The country singer.
Yeah.
You know how to throw rope.
Yeah. There's many things you don't know about.
Hey man, this is what this is for.
Surprising individual.
Yeah, look, man. With a name like like I was saying, like with a name like Lando, there's got to be some surprising shit coming up.
Yeah, man.
You can't be average. Well, I don't understand people just want to be like the next dude. That just blows my mind.
Yeah.
Why would you want to like sound the same, walk the same, dress the same? I don't get it.
Yeah, man. It's a different it's a different culture, and it's very nurturing. The people are nice. Of course, man. You got races you got racist ass people. You got racist ass black people. Shit. So it really doesn't.
Did people? How'd you get into that in the first place?
I used to form and finish concrete.
In the mic.
So, I mean, how close you want me to be to the mic?
It's on your chin, dude. It's not.
Damn. Shit.
Eat that black thing on your face.
Shit. How close you want the goddamn mic to my face? I forgot what I was lying about now, man. What was I talking about? Damn, well, this mic is close. Turn this shit up on the thing,
It is up. It is up. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man. I used to form and finish concrete, so he has a house in Laredo, and we went and we built the foundation and all that kind of shit, the driveway, all that, man. Nice family, man. I mean, we would work late, and his wife would cook for us. We would go up in there, man, and yeah, man.
You never know.
You never know, bro. You never know what position you're gonna be in, man. So yeah, George Street, man. We did His house in Laredo.
Wow. Were you a fan?
No.
No, I can't name
I mean,
you
I
one
knew
song.
who he was.
I have
I
no
knew
idea.
I knew who he was, but I wasn't like passing out like people would do with Michael Jackson.
I don't know one
But I
song.
was like, this shit cool. This shit was cool because he would come out and he would fuck with us. So
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? He would fuck with us and
I just know him by name. I can't name you a single song. I know he was here for not South by for ACL,
okay.
and he got a show at Moody Theater coming up or something like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm like, I don't know shit about country.
George Strait, man. This motherfucker's cool, man.
What are you listening to these days?
What am I listening to?
Yeah.
I'm on that new Dave East right now. New Dave East album. I forget what it's called, but that's what I've been on a lot lately.
I can't name you a single track by him. I've seen him live once, but I can't name a single joint.
Yeah, I've been on Dave East, man, for some time now. But yeah, that's mainly what I've been on. I finally got on that Drake. Well, I got on the freestyle that Dave East and Valo was on.
Who's Valo?
He used to be with the Diplomats or some shit like that. But yeah, they got an album. I've been on the Locks, man, for a minute.
You mean ever since the verses or before the verses?
Oh, way before that. When they was with Biggie, though.
Yeah, I mean when people
was with
Jada,
Biggie and got kicked off that label.
Yeah.
And then they went to Rough Riders.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was
Wild Out.
Yeah. You can definitely tell when they was with Rough Riders.
I mean, it was raw. I mean, the big.
Just by the sound, man, the sound and the music. You know what I'm saying? They was really trying to find themselves, but man, boy, I mean, like that Chic Luch album that came out last year, that motherfucker was so goddamn dope. I was like, God damn,
it was a great fit for them. It was a great fit. People be talking about Jada top 5 that all whole
that
top
shit
5.
was weak. That album, hey
Which
man,
one?
I'm a fan.
Jada?
That top 5 Dead or Alive album, that shit was garbage. That shit was trash.
That was whose album?
That was Jadakiss album. It was,
I never heard of Jadakiss album.
Now the one before that, the Consignment. Oh, now that motherfucker there, that's a classic. But that top 5 Dead or Alive, I was like, man, I'm gonna throw this shit on 35 some goddamn way. We still was listening to CDs back then. I was like, this is bullshit right here, though.
Nah, but I mean, I'm glad that people recognizing how dope they are, especially after that Versus shit when they just killed.
Yeah, them dudes in their 40s now, man, and still eating them up, man. Dave East did an album with Styles P. They did an album last year. Was it earlier this year? They dropped that album. So,
and Chic had an album with Ghostface. They had the Woo Block joint.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
That was dope. Yeah, I remember that.
That Crack Spot Stories. Oh man, that's a motherfucking banger, bruh. Hell yeah, bruh.
Yeah,
I was
Woo
on
Block.
that shit, man.
I'm trying to figure out like who's gonna be. I just watched the Verses last night. No, Sunday.
Okay,
Did you watch it?
Who was the Verses? I don't watch this shit, man.
Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. The one before that was the Ja Rule and Fat Joe. That was
I know the history on that, man. So when KRS-One that came out with that the bridge is over, man, he killed them boys.
Yeah,
he killed them boys. So they had to come up with another squad to really combat what was going on with Boogie Down Production, because that killed MC Shan and all that. So what they came up with was what's that motherfucker, man? When they dropped that Symphony.
Oh, you're talking about Juice Crew.
Yeah, the Juice Crew. Ooh, that motherfucker there was.
So the thing was, what was the song? You hear about the story again and again. All got started way back when. The bridge.
Yeah, that was MC Shan.
Yeah, and then KRS came back with the bridge is over.
That murdered him. Man, that killed him. It had the whole motherfucking, what they call that bitch back then? What was it called, man? I forget the little spot up in New York. They had the whole motherfucker rocking off that shit. The bridge is over.
The bridge is over.
Had
What about,
everybody singing that shit, man. Had this shit just crazy up in there, man.
No, but you can watch the. I watched it last night.
How long is that shit, man?
All in all, I was fast forwarding the whole time, so I think about an hour.
Okay, man. Love to both of them brothers, man. Both of them brothers is 5%ers too, man. So they know they got the knowledge, So it really just ain't gonna be. Oh no, it would never get to that point with them because of the knowledge that they have. So it ain't gonna never be that thick. Even coming back then, it wasn't never gonna get there, man. They was just gonna kill each other on that mic. Yeah. But yeah, man.
I didn't grow up with Kane.
You ain't grow up with Kane?
No, because he never made it overseas.
Oh, okay.
Like even KRS One, the first joint that I heard from KRS was Sound of the Police.
Okay, I didn't know that was later on. Yeah,
it was later on because they were not international. Same with Run DMC. Same with even LL, like the early LL, never made it overseas. So I didn't know until I got here. But I'm not even that familiar with Kane's repertoire. I know he has dope tracks.
That came out, man.
I mean, I know
that first album was a monster, but Kane come up on it, like I said, Kane come up writing for Biz Markie.
Right, he did a tribute for Biz.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he did. Yeah,
okay.
He started off. The first song out was like a Biz Markie.
Okay, cool. Yeah, man. So you already know. Yeah, man. I know the history on that shit, man. I'm straight hip hop, dog. I mean, like B-boy, spray. You know what I'm saying? Hitting motherfuckers up, huh?
You should tag your name around.
Yeah. I did all that goof ass shit, man. I did the break dancing and shit, man. I did all that.
I'm gonna have to see that. Some of this.
Man. Matter of fact, that Vapors, Kane wrote that.
Really?
Kane wrote that. Yeah. The Vapors by Biz Markie, he wrote that, man. Because you can tell the way the flow is. You can tell the way the flow is, man. He even wrote Biz Markie the Picking Boogers. You know what I'm saying? And he wrote the part in last night when Kane was getting ready. I stuck a big green one inside of spaghetti, picking boogers. That shit was crazy.
Rest in peace, Biz Markie, man.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah, man. If it wasn't for Biz, they used to do that old intern shit, like, write for this and you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't want Kane to come out because you already had what's the brother name is, man? Rakim.
Yeah.
So you already had Rakim and all them again, man, the 5%ers, they come up on that Noble Drew Ali teaching. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so they didn't want him to come out, but when he came out, man, he killed the motherfuckers, man.
You still got it?
Hell yeah, smooth, man. That smooth operator. Ooh, man.
See, I did my homework afterwards.
Yeah.
But the song that really got me with KRS was MC's Act Like They Don't Know. That was the one track that I'm like, I know the whole song by heart.
Okay.
But Sound of the Police came out, I don't know what year, but it was featured in the French movie called La Haine. It's a black and white movie about basically life in the project in France, right? Okay. It's about these three friends, black guy, Jewish guy, and the Arab guy, and then it's just about it takes place in one day in the projects.
Okay,
it's a classic movie, and in that soundtrack, actually in the movie, there's Cut Killer, who's like one of the first hip hop DJs, French hip hop DJ ever, like from the 80s. Like he studied. He came to the U.S. early on. He wasn't even 18 yet, and then he got to learn from the best, and then took that shit back to France. People thought he was American, but he's a dude from Morocco.
Stole our information.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's from Morocco.
I think Morocco, Algeria, one of the two, but he's not like French. But anyway, and he does.
But he dark skinned by what you telling me.
No, he's light skinned, Arabic.
He light skinned?
Yeah,
okay,
Arabic, yeah. But for the longest time, people didn't know what it looked like.
He coming out of Morocco. Then he must be built like us. He not built like the Indians with that small chest.
No. He's pretty big dude. But he had so he dropped Sound of the Police. It goes whoop whoop, the Sound of the Police, and then he mixed it up with some classic French like French pop artists like Edith Piaf, whatever, and then people are like, oh shit, what is that? What is that? And then that's how we found out about KROS.
Okay.
And after that, Sound the Police, and then I Got
Yeah.
Next, and all that shit. But that show was
Philosopher.
dope.
That shit was just classic, man. The Philosopher. That shit is dope, man.
Knowledge rich supreme over nearly everybody. Call up
Yeah.
KRS,
But
here to rip the party. Yeah,
that by any means necessary joint, man. That shit when he was on the album looking like Malcolm X, dog. That shit was like that shit was just so profound to us, man. Especially me, man, because I never, I was never. I'm in Austin, you know what I'm saying, searching for my identity, and then I run across shit like this, man, where people, understand their history and all this kind of stuff. And when I go to my parents, they really not just feed me like this. You know what I'm saying? So when I got that, man, I was like, okay, man, what's this, man? What's the 5% nation? You know what I'm saying? Of gods and all this. I need to know what's up with this. And I just started feeding myself the information, man. Trying to get it in, man. And I understood from then that Noble Drew Ali came from the Nation of Islam and so on and so forth. And then I found out that that's really no shit that I want to practice, but it sounds good. I'm
just looking for the knowledge, y'all. I ain't trying to be one of those.
Man, that coach shit, man. I ain't with it. I ain't with that, man. I could never grasp the fact that and this is just me, man. I could never grasp the fact that all white men are the devil. I couldn't do that. I couldn't really look at myself as God. You know what I'm saying? Or even, God in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? I'm a reincarnation and all that kind of shit. That shit was like, you giving me, that's too much power. You know what I'm saying? And then, but anyway, I ain't gonna go into all that. But
no, that's fine. I mean, there's a, this is gonna sound fuck it. There's a documentary. There's two. Actually, there's a movie. There's that Night in Night in Miami movie.
Yeah.
You heard about that shit?
Yeah, I heard about that.
It's it's Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke, yeah.
And then who's the football player?
The football player is something Jones.
Fuck.
Fuck.
See, this is what I mean. Like I said, this is why we have these devices.
God damn it, he's an activist as well. What the fuck is his name? He in Cali right now. He belong the Bloods and the Crips together. I forget his name, man.
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown, yeah.
There you go, Jim Brown. And so they, it was the night that Ali beat Sonny Liston.
Yeah.
And then they went out to this hotel and had this conversation about basically Malcolm was trying to get Ali to join Malcolm was getting away from the Nation of Islam.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to recruit Ali because, Ali was huge at the time and he just won the fight. And the movie is about nobody knew what happened in that night because it was never recorded. All they have is pictures, but the movie is about the conversation they had. But it was interesting to see how like Malcolm was changing his tune a little bit.
It's kind of funny that the only one that's alive and that is Jim Brown.
Yep.
Yeah, Jim Brown, man. He's still in the community, man. He's still
doing shit.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
Shit, a lot.
You're a lot of years old. You're a lot of years old, man.
But yeah, man. I mean, that was the breakup between them because Ali was still down with that NOI stuff so thick, man. But yeah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get why he stayed. Some of the same teachings that they teach there are so familiar, so that's why black people gravitated towards that. You know what I'm saying? The black man, is God in the flesh. Same thing they talk about Jesus.
I don't know. I'm not all for just following somebody blindly. I don't get that.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it, but you know what I'm saying? It's familiar. If you have the same story, it's like, okay, I can dig that, but you put a black face on it. All right, I'm definitely down with that shit. But
I'm
I
gonna vote
ain't.
for Obama, and
Yeah,
that's it. I'm like, let me. It's
yeah,
not that.
yeah, yeah.
It's not that obvious. Like you can't. It's not just
Yeah, you can't put a black president in there, man, and expect me to be wild and you're not changing the policies. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? And
You're
the
not
policy's not towards me any motherfucking way. So I'm like, okay, all right.
exactly. But now everything is politics now. Everything is. It wasn't like that before.
Yeah, it's always been that.
No,
That's
no,
why
people didn't
people
talk politics that much.
well
Before Trump, people didn't talk about politics that much.
that's the thing, man. You know, people are so scared to talk about am I still in the frame? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you're
yeah.
good.
I just finna go to sleep. I'm getting old. Um But yeah, they tell you, man, two things you never want to talk about are politics and religion, which
And
I'm
sex.
comfortable.
Sex, the third one.
Okay, okay.
But go ahead.
Um, yeah, but I'm comfortable with all that shit, man. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just open minded that way, man. I'm just an open minded individual, so I have no trouble
Mm-hmm.
with listening to somebody. I listen. I went to go get my oil changed the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And this motherfucker talked to me 30 minutes about his friend named Jesus. I just let him talk. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take the knowledge. Fuck
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
I'll listen.
I mean, I much rather him talk to me about his friend named Jesus than, man, you know, these new Jordans is coming out. You know, that's something that's spiritually enlightening for him. And I see them glow. I seen him glow when he talked about Jesus.
You can't be mad about
So
that.
I'm like, all right, cool, man. He was like, man, what you practice? I was like, Islam. He was like, oh, so you practice Muslim? I was like, no, I don't practice Muslim. I practice Islam, just like I just said. He was like,
You don't pray 5 times a day?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I try to, but then, you know, on days like this, I got to come over here and do a podcast. And
I'm throwing up your schedule.
then I got to go home and make up prayers. But you know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. I ain't tripping, man. I mean, my creator's merciful. That's what I say.
See, I'm Muslim by association.
Okay.
My mom is, my dad is.
Yeah.
But because we grew up in the Western world and the religion was not part of our education, like we didn't really buy into the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta have your own experience.
No, exactly. But like, you know, it sucks because when I go back home, when I go back to Africa, my cousins know the Quran by heart because they went to school for that, and they're like, "Yo, back, you're not doing the Ramadan." I'm like, "I just had bacon for breakfast."
Yeah, right.
And they make you feel bad about it. I'm like, "Hey,
people
man."
ask me that, man. They're like, so I mean, you want your kids to practice Islam? I said, I want my kids to live their best fucking life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day,
they gotta take their own shahada, goddamn it. I ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that. Only thing I can do is just teach them what I know.
mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I can do. You know what I'm saying? I've never frowned upon them, you know, going to church or none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just what
let them find their way.
Yeah.
Let them fuck up and get back up. That's really what it
you know
is.
what I'm saying? I mean, if that's what hey man, you know, another reason why I didn't stop that dude from talking about his friend named Jesus is because he ain't been to jail. This motherfucker don't smoke, he don't drink. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, whatever, it's working for him. You know what I'm saying?
If it works, yes, I agree. Yes, I see what you mean.
Like, you like, well, man, you know, you're not gonna tell me anything about that. I was like, why? You know what I'm saying? Why would I tell you about this right here and that's working for you, man? I mean, I'm not here to propagate the deen of, you know what I'm saying, of El Islam, man. That's not my thing, man. I'm just here to live.
I just think that you got if you need structure in your life and religion is the way, or organized religion is the way for you. If you need to go to church every Sunday, you need to do all these things. By all means, if that brings you peace,
peace
by all
you,
means,
brother.
go for it. All power to you. But I'm
bro.
just,
as long as you ain't out here kicking cats and pushing old people down the stairs, I really don't give a fuck. For real, man.
As long as you don't ask me to tip $20, 20% for coming up. Yeah, Jesus would tip. You should give me this $10, even though you went and got the juice from the fridge.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tip them.
All right, man.
We don't went over, didn't we?
No, we're good. We're good. Do you have a dope shit to share? Did you read the email? Most people don't.
Nah, I didn't.
So it's we do this thing at the end of the show called Dope Shit, where it's things you think people should know about. It could be a book, it could be a TV show, could be a website, YouTube channel, something that you're like, yo, this is dope, y'all need to check this out. Outside of what you're doing.
Shit. Well, this is a book I'm reading again for like the sixth or seventh fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a very, very great book. Some of the words in it probably offend some people. It doesn't offend me, but you know what I'm saying. But the book is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And who the fuck wrote that book? I forget. God damn
We'll
it! It
look
was
it up.
just on the tip of my tongue, man.
How to
Uh,
Win Friends? That sounds
yeah,
familiar.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. I'm reading another book that the author that was influenced by that book wrote another book called Think and Grow Rich.
Dale
But
Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie, right, right, yeah,
How to Stop Worrying and Start Living.
yeah, man. How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's by Dale Carnegie, man. That's some dope shit. Read that shit. That,
1936?
yeah, that shit is still valuable to the day, man. Those teachings that are in that book are fuck 48 laws of power and all that other sucker shit.
Oh, yeah.
You
My
know what I'm
brother been
saying?
telling me about this book.
Fuck that book, man. That book is dog shit. You know what I'm saying? What other books he wrote, man? He wrote Art of Seduction, a bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Those books are not those to me, I'm just talking about for me personally. Those
Mhm.
books are books to fuck over people, how to manipulate people,
That's how you get
and
by, man.
yeah, but how to win friends and influence people, you know, that's a different dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that you meet has something to offer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Here's something, and I'm gonna add this too, man. People say, man, I don't want nobody to use me. But what the fuck you want then?
Everybody's selling something.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, what I mean is, everybody is worth something.
Right, 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 right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you say you're a tech geek, you're a geek. You know what I'm saying? You have something to contribute,
Right.
and you would want somebody to use that.
If you make me feel guilty, I'll have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, man. So when somebody say, "Man, I don't want nobody to use me," yeah, I don't want nobody to have me around unless they could use me.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you know what
that.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Great
What the
words to
fuck am
live
I?
by.
What the fuck am I around for? You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Exactly. My
I
son
could
used
just
me all the
dome
time.
shot myself. I could just go get it over with. I could just kill myself if I'm useless, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah, everybody got to be useful to. For some,
Yeah.
and as men, we have a need to feel needed too. Like
Yeah.
if a bitch goes, "Hey, you useless," that's the worst you can tell a man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You can tell him he got a little dick before you tell him he's useless.
exactly. Like I want to do something.
Yeah.
I'm on this earth to do shit, so
Yeah, I
use
can
it.
fix a table leg or something, bitch. I could do something.
Exactly.
Screw it a light bulb. But yeah, man, that's my dope shit. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Is a nice book to put in your library, kids. It's amazing.
Sweet. My dope shit. I watch a lot of documentaries and shows and trying to learn some. I watched this one called Fake Famous on HBO Max,
Mm.
and I love the social experiment type of documentary.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking
This is
about.
the
I
one
seen
that
that shit.
they take three random people
Yeah,
and try to make them influencers,
yeah,
right? And they take what's interesting is that, and I don't want to spoil too much, but it really takes you behind the scene of the life of an influencer.
yeah,
Earlier we were talking about how you don't have to grind for years to make money. You can just show your ass
yeah,
and take pretty pictures on Instagram and make 40K a month. And so what's interesting is that they were not looking for specific people
mm-hmm.
to do the experiment. They were like, we just want that's a black guy, is a white girl, and there's a gay dude.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually took different paths. This is interesting to see how they reacted to this process of, we're gonna make you famous for no reason.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. I really enjoyed it. It's called Fake Famous. It's on HBO Max, so check it out if you have HBO Max. If you don't, get a login from a friend or whatever. So that's my dope shit. All right, where can people find your stuff?
I'm on Instagram at Funnyman Shep. That's Funnyman SHEP on Instagram. That's all I have, man.
All right, got shows lined up, or you want people to show up there?
What do I have? I have the local city awards this Sunday.
This comes out next week. So what do you got after next week?
I have no idea.
Anyway, look up, follow him on Instagram, Funny Man Shep. You have a YouTube channel or
nah?
All right, follow Funny Man Shep on Instagram. Go see this motherfucker, funny as hell. Speak his truth. You're gonna have a good time. I hope. Yeah, I hope it happens for the New York Festival, man, because that's it was dope. So
appreciate it.
As always, follow the FeedBak BAK everywhere on social media, and follow Hip Hop Bingo on Instagram and find out about the next one. Go through the archive, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shepard, thank you so much for coming through. It means a lot. And we'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.
All right, peace.